From cooking the ultimate meal, to an intense shooting battle of epic proportions, a gun lover's dream, and typhoons, though less harmful, that's for sure. Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Touhou Doujin, the series where I cover Touhou Doujin I or you guys have noticed throughout the week and had the need to tell you guys about it. So without further ado, let's begin the Top 5 Touhou Doujin number 39. Number 5. To start things off, we're gonna go more international, if you will. To be fair, the entire series could be considered that since it's from Japan, but we're going even further, I think. Or at least a different area. This work doesn't have a name as it's more of a collection of 4 Koma panel works, but I'll just simply call it the Finnish 4 Koma, created by Sets. Given the title I just gave it, the author and the language is in Finnish. But they've been translated, which makes things easier. Let me show you an example of Set's work. Hey there, Aya. Here are the prints you asked for. That's great, thanks. Want some? Don't come any closer! Alright, lesson learned. Do not come near Magi when you have a hot dog. Doggy will not like that. Many more of these panels are just good laughs. Not only that, the art is very sharp and distinctive that you can clearly tell that it's a Set's work when you see one. Because of this artist, it gave me one of my favorite pictures.
And don't you diss, Tetris. Just about everyone has had fun with this immortal classic. So it's kinda like you.
Oh yeah, good shit right there.
Number 4.
For this next one, I'm going to be showing you guys how to cook. No, not really, but hey, at least there's food in it. Does that count? Chef Romelia's Cooking Will Make You Happy, created by Millet Soup, suggested by Jose. The story starts out with Laundry creating an omelet rice, which is pretty cool. I've made them before in my kitchen and that shit tastes good. So after being jealous of Laundry's ability to cook, Romelia decided she wanted to cook. Romelia came to Patchouli for advice, but the librarian doesn't know how to cook either, so they brought an expert to help them out, Alice. The doll user does so and teaches them how to create a hamburger. It was turning out well until Romelia and Patchouli decided on adding one more thing into the batter, a magical drug elixir. Let's just say it didn't turn out as planned. Exploding hamburger batter is never a good sign. It starts to attack the members of the STM plus Alice. I'm just gonna leave it there as I want you guys to see how they handle this hamburger threat. I don't even know if I can classify it as a creature, but whatever. Just to note, when making hamburgers, don't put magical shit on your batter and you should be good to go.
Number 3.
Now this next work is gonna be a bit more darker than usual in this list. Kotaku, created by Hakika. The story has a narration about a spell born in China long ago. They threw in dozens of venomous creatures in a jar and let them duke it out, and the surviving creature becomes a Kodoku, I think. Anyway, we follow Yarormyr in her journey in this jar. She soon meets a fellow spider. It looked like things were turning out better. Well, not exactly how I wanted the outcome to be, but whatever. She soon meets a snake which seemed to be too much of a threat for Yarormyr, and it even taunted her. Let's just say taunting our spider gal was the last thing he ever did. I want to leave it there as this is a very intriguing work. I've never seen Yarormyr portrayed in this style before. Plus, with the situation she's in, it's hard to predict what can happen. Definitely a good read if you're into a more darker mood.
Number 2.
For this next work, I'm not too sure how to start it. All I can say that involves a battle/war and guns. Lots of it. If you love guns, you'll certainly dig this. A Better Tomorrow created by Tsuyadashi Shuji begins with Kaguya and Eren. Kaguya recaps all the bad shit in the past, which even forces Eren to knock the shit out of the princess. When Eren has to hurt Kaguya, you know the Lunarian fucked up. We jump to another point in time where a survival game is issued due to Kaguya and Moku causing too much damage. Instead of Damaku being used, they'll be using guns that fire cushion bullets, so no fatal damage, supposedly anyway. The team is split up into humans and yokai. The humans with Moku and the yokais with Kaguya. Before and during the battle, we get to see a huge assortment of weapons from many different series. The one I mostly knew was the gunblade Yomu is wielding. I'm sure you guys can point out the other weapons everyone has, and that's basically the gist of this work. Two teams battling out with a huge assortment of weapons. Quite the mayhem, that's for sure.
Number 1.
So this work is perhaps one of the newer ones considering the main characters in this, and I was glad to see a work featuring these girls. Twin Eyes of the Typhoon, created by Hisona, involves Okina's servants, Mai and Satono. The cool part is that it shows us a glimpse into the past, when the two girls were still human and chilling in the village. We even get to see Kane in one of Aku's past incarnations. We then switch times where the two girls are at Suzanon, reading an article involving the incident they were a part of. After some exchanges between Kozazu and the servants, Aku comes into the mix. Aku is stunned at them after not seeing them for over 100 years. Being a special occasion, Kozazu closes the shop and escorts them and Aku around the village to see if they can remember anything. During the trip, they come across an old object, an acquaintance, Kane. The teacher, dealing with the same emotions Aku had when she first saw the two, tells them to come inside the school. Kane, emotional about this, tries to jog the memories of the things the girls used to do in the past, but to no avail. But in the end, one thing is for certain: a caving from a teacher is something the body never forgets. I want to leave it there as it's a heartwarming work. Getting to see Mai and Satono from the past and to their current position was for sure fun. Plus, getting to see Aku and Kane react to their sudden return was a nice treat. And let's just say Okina was certainly a lot nicer than I was expecting. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Which doujin works are you gonna check out after? Do you think Vermilion and Patchy fucked up on their hamburgers? Do you want to see how Team Human versus Team Yokai turns out? Or are you down to see Mai and Satono chilling in the village? If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe, or else I might be put in a jar with Yamame. Let's just say I would not last long. By the way, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching.